So, well, that just happened. Episode 22, wow, it hit. It hit hard. So, in this episode, the aliens Tabasa was just like playing, and then we get to the part where like Mashio, Yo-Yo, Agiha, and Sora were like getting a message from Skyland about like that the king and queen they were still asleep on the curse thing that happened in episode 15. And then Berry jumps in and says that there have been reports on Captain Shallow being seen about, but then disappears like a ghost. And like Augie has say like is there like any proof on that? Like you need to investigate further. So they definitely agreed on doing that, and that gave Sora some hope to like even if the small information, if the information is small, we will figure it out, and that gives her hope from Mashio's point of view and all that stuff too. And so Sora was trying to write down the words that Captain Shala had given her, which is never third hero girl, into her notebook because she hadn't been like writing that down. And so like Mashio asked her about it, and she said that she'd been like writing down stuff that like live for the words in the moment and all that stuff. And then we get to like the big part of this episode that I want to like talk about, which is that Sora fighting a Ramborg that looked like Captain Shalala, and she during like before this part happened, is that she saw the ghostly like Shalala walking around Sorashito City. So wait, how did she get to Skyland and Sorashito City without the magical portal? Or like the other way we learned about like how the portals work in episode 8, that they can just appear when there's a raining storm. There was no raining storm, so it couldn't be that either. Like literally while I'm recording this right now, it's raining outside of my place. But let's not focus on that because that's not what we're focusing on here. We're focusing on this like crazy battle. And so, like, Sora, she dropped her stuff because they were, like, making dumplings earlier and stuff. That's why they were at the mall. And so Sora just, like, runs after this Captain Shalala and comes to a construction site where they disappear. And it turns out this was just a toy by Batamonda to lure Sora there, because he has a grudge against her. And that was also from episode 15, where he scared the crap out of her when she got super angry. Like, I was, like, petrified when that happened, but I didn't know like that was like the stand-for thing of his grudge against Sky. Wow. And so he uses this Ramborg, and at this point, like she doesn't know yet, and so yeah, but yeah, I'll like admit, yeah, so Captain Shala is inside that Ramborg. And when she finds out about that, she is completely devastated, and I don't blame her. Her idol that she like that inspired her to become the hero that she is now a monster that she has to fight. And they did not show any punches in this one. You know how like Pretty Cure is supposed to be like a kid show and all that stuff. Well, no, they went like for the deathly turn here, that if they use any of their abilities like Titanic Rainbow and Updraft Shining, they will kill Captain Shalala. Kill her. And this is making Batamona laugh that they couldn't do anything because of Captain Shalala being inside the Ramborg. And that the dark energy was sort of keeping her alive, but he also mentioned that it cannot last forever, because dark energy is not really good on humans. Like, Batamona's final strategy, this is like the biggest one planned from the beginning of episode 15 when he first appeared to episode 22 where this came all into fruition. Because when he found Captain Charlotte wounded in the forest after he fled from that confrontation with Sky, he got so angry, and then he just like found Shalala wounded in the forest, and then he uses his undark energy to turn her into a Ramborg and make that her life force. And so they couldn't really do anything. They just couldn't do anything. And like Sora was just like the beating of the heart when she first like saw Captain Shalala, into the part where she's just like complete devastation that they can't do anything, and that if they dare like attack, they'll hurt Shalala, and she does not want that. And so the Batamonda and the Shalala Ramborg fled, and Sora is just like couldn't do anything. That she like literally says that I can't fight anymore, and then her Mirage Pen disappears, and her Sky Tone turns dark like it did when she first obtained it from Ellie, and that was like, oh, she cannot transform. Well, that happens a lot with like some of the main leads. We have seen that in like some episodes, but although I have not really seen those episodes myself yet, but that has happened before with a lot of the other characters. But we know that she's going to reclaim those powers, and hopefully she'll reclaim them in episode 23 and finally face it, and they may save Captain Shalala. This episode was like a banger, and like when I mean banger, it's like it pulled the heartstrings. It pulled those strings, or it literally like took scissors actually and cut them. Like it didn't give a care. Like the director for Hirogaru Sky Pretty is changing a lot for the season, breaking many walls, and I really like his I don't really want to butcher his name, so I'm not gonna say it that loud, but you know him. And I really like how he is like portraying this in this episode, and along with everyone else that's in the studio doing Hirogaru Sky. And so that is my review on episode 22 of Hirogaru Sky Pretty Cure. We're going to see more coming in 23, and I can't wait for it now. So I hope you're like in that seat waiting for that moment if she's going to like, what we're going to do about this. Like, let's try and like limit the spoils, but if we do, let's just see what happens. And I'll see you next time. Bye.